Okay, so this is the second part of the video. So I hope you have drawn the tree movement like I have told you. And just give me one moment, guys. Yeah, so till now that we have done is move this branch at the back, right? So like I explained to you, wind is coming from the left side and the tree is moving back. So this branch is moving a little back. Now we need to move it a little bit towards the front. So let's create one keyframe. Okay, F6. Then we can again reposition it as we sorry. So as we like it, I need it to the little front. So it is coming back to this position. And I will go to the properties. Sorry. Ease in, ease out. So I want it to simple slow. Okay, pull the string. So let's see. Pushing back and coming front. I think it's a bit too much. So these things you have to have a very clear sense about the movement. That is why I told you that make the movement first in like make the movement first in your paper, then concentrate on moving the object, okay, in your like in the software, or else what will happen is you will lose the um, I think, yeah. So or else what will happen is you lose the flow of the movement. So you have to understand the movement very nicely. All right, and here I want the leaf to move a little. Let me do it again. Okay, F6 for a new keyframe, and then I want this to so then you can okay. So I think it's fine now. Right, I'll give the ease in, out. Simple, slow will be good for this. You can all try. Okay, it's not that you have to exactly copy as I'm doing. Almost, you know, all the options will have some kind of effect. So if you want to just look here and there try any other movement style, so you are open to do that. But it should not look very artificial. It should look natural. All right, remember that. So let's see, it's going back and coming front. Okay, then again it should come in its normal position. So let's make another frame over here. Then V. Okay, here also I will give the same movement. And simple slow. Because the first one I need a rapid movement, then it will be a slow movement. All right, and I'll create another frame, maybe here. And I just want the leaf to move. Okay, same option. Simple slow. Just push the strength. So let's see. Going back, front. Yeah, I will need another frame over here. Just the leaf to stop moving. Okay. Again, Control V. Again, if you want any other type of movement, you can just try. Okay. So simple slow, strength 100%. I think it's good now. Okay. Yeah. I think this is a bit extreme. Yeah, I guess this is fine. So when you're making these kind of movements, make sure again to make it as natural as possible. Of course, it won't be so much smooth in your first animation. The more you practice, the more you think about the movement, you observe it, it will be better each time. But try to make it as smooth as possible. Okay, so you can always go back to the keyframes and correct it if you want. All right, so for the bottom frame, okay, I want that to move also. But not as this much. Sorry. Okay. So this will be the first frame. You see. Now this is out. This might be a little bit tricky because it's difficult to control the like the small bones. Okay, so what you can do is you can just bring up the pre-transform tool or Q. Okay, then so you can click on that branch and just place it how you want. I think there's a problem. Let me just go back. So whenever you're finding this problem, you just go back. Okay, just Control Z. You can find the issue right. Okay, so let me see over here. To M to connect this one, and I need to connect this one. Sorry. Okay. So for yeah. Through B. Sorry. Hmm. So here also I need to give simple to fast. Okay. Just because I think here in the other one I've given minus 100 degree 100. So let's see. I don't want to do any more work with this one because we have the bird over here. All right. So for here, I just want to move the leaf, only the leaf, not the branch. Okay. So a little bit. Here also, just a little bit. Here also, just a little bit. And here. Okay, so I don't think I've given this is in simple to slow. Yeah, I think it's all given. Yeah, all the frames have been given. So let's see. Let's go back to the scene. Okay, let's now create some extra frames. Sorry. Just so that we have a little more time for the animation. Okay. So the ship, if you want, you can just extend to there. Or else I'll do it later. Yes. Just with this amount of frame, we can do this later. Okay. So here, hide the sketch layer. Let us see. Okay. So the tree here needs to move. Okay. Now let me bring the tree front. So when the animation will start, my plan is the tree will suddenly come in. Okay. And stop there, and there this movement will be continuing. So I'll make a keyframe at 24. Yeah. And bring the tree in. Okay. And this will have its own ease in, ease out. Okay, sorry. It will have its own ease in, ease out after I give the. So I can copy this frame and paste it here because I want the same position. All right, so I will first clear the keyframe. Clear keyframes. So it will be in the last position. Okay, so if I create a keyframe over here, it will be in this position only. So only this part, because I don't want movement in this part, right? So you can, only this part, I want to create a classic tween. Okay, so here I will give so you need to bring this classic ease. Sorry, I've given for this whole part. Okay, classic ease. So I want is in quart will be fine, right? So let's see. Coming in, then the movement, right? I think it's fine. It will stay. Even you can do much more detail in the movement if you want, all right? Moving more the parts in a more intricate way. You are welcome to, you know, play with this bone tool as much as you want. All right, you can draw some more branches and you can add some more movement of the branches. So whatever you want, all right, because I'm not going to stop you experimenting. Okay, and another thing, when I was checking your homework, be a little bit more cautious with the movements, with the animation. Okay, take your time. I am showing you in 1 hour, but I'm giving you at least 3 hours to do it. You can do it at least 2 hours to do it. You can do it in your homework, as your homework in your dorm, but you need to give more time for each of the movements. Okay, it should not be very drastic. So even when you're doing the sky movement, even the water or the clouds, you know, give time, give more time to the animation. All right, so that one thing I didn't like in most of your works, that it's very drastic. You have done it very randomly. It's very rough work. Okay, so it's fine. You are learning. There will be some problem primarily, not an issue, but make sure you you give it more time. Try to make it more better. All right. The techniques you are following, most of you have followed and worked nicely, but that was one thing I saw missing. So it's not mandatory for you to complete it in 1 hour. You can take two days even to do one bit of animation, but give it more time, right? So this tree is done. Okay, so the animation till now looks like this. If I start from the beginning, okay, so I want you guys to do the other tree. Okay, same way, first draw the tree, then select the bone tool, connect each and every layers, right? So after drawing this tree, I have done, make the trunk one object, make the branches each objects, and then added the bone tool, connecting each of the objects with the other one, right? And then moving the bone tool, right? So you see the video again if necessary, but I want you guys to do the other tree. I'm not going to show you that because it's basically will be a repetition, and if you have done one, you can do easily the other. Okay, if you're confident enough, you can add more movements to it. I've just given very basic movements, so you can add more movements to it, or you can just do it simply, but you need to do the other tree. All right, in your final work, this side tree also needs to be done. Got it? So this I'm not going to show you. You have to do by your own. Okay. All right, now what we will do is, now you can do the tree later, not now, but what I will show you in this week only, because I want you guys to complete this work by this week. Okay, if not possible, it's fine. All right, but next week we are going to start another animation. So I want you guys to, I want this lesson to be completed in this week, but I will give you another week time, one more week time for you guys to submit me the works. Okay, you don't have to submit me now. Class monitors, please make a note. Do not send me any works now. All right, after every student complete their work, you collect the files and send me, and that will be on 25th of March. Okay, so 25th of March, I want this animation completed by everyone, and the class monitor should be sending me the works. Okay, if you have not sent me the works, any works till now, it's fine. I want this work to be completed by everyone, all the classes, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, all the classes, you should send me this work, the final work completed by everyone. Okay, say 27th of March. Okay, so 27th of March, Sunday, I want all of your files, all of your works of this animation to be completed and sent it to me. Okay, and I will give you the marks for this animation, all right, after I receive your file. So if anyone does not show me the works on 27th, your marks will come less. Remember, you have, I think, 50 or 60 marks as internal, So if we are doing 4 animation, this will be 15 marks. So if you are not submitting the complete file by 27, your marks will come less out of this 15. Okay. So send me the works. Do take your time. I'm giving you enough time. So almost more than 1 month we are doing this whole animation. I know there are a lot of parts. And we are going to learn this bird animation, which is going to be a little tough. But anyways, this week we have time, and also next week we have time. So 27th, I want all of your file to be sent to me. Okay. Now I will show you the bird animation. Okay. So for our bird animation, what we are going to do is it's going to be a little bit complex. So if you have already done this animation or at the time is up, you can continue to do it in the next week. But let's see. So first we're going to create a layer. Name it bird. Okay. Then we are going to trace the outline. Okay. Now we will do it after the tree is in its original. I mean, the tree is settled. Okay. So let's see over here. Yes. F6. Now I'm going to bring a color, say this color. We're going to trace the bird. Fill it up. Sorry. Space. If this paint fill tool don't work, just check whether there is a gap. Okay. Yes. Right. Then we will select this. Okay, and with the brushes, we will do paint behind to paint the beak, which I guess this will be this orange color. Use a size. Okay, then fill that up. I got the whole bird color change, I guess, right? Yes. So just okay. Now yes, this color actually matches with the yes. Yeah, that is fine, I guess. Then just Select the darkest color for the leg. Then select brush, it's still in the back. Yeah. Okay. Then you can do the pen selection. Pen selection. I want these lines. Right. And I. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Let's see. These two lines doesn't seem to be right. So sorry. Yeah. I guess this is fine. Okay. So anyways, this is not a very final drawing. Take your time when you're doing it. Okay. So now I'm going to create it as a symbol. So select this frame, Control F8, bird. Okay, now it's a symbol. So if I play from the beginning, okay, so the bird appears after the branch appears. Now let's go inside this symbol. Okay. Now let's see where the which frame it comes in. So it's frame number 28. Okay. So I need to make 28. F6. And then some more frames. Okay, so frame number 28. I don't want it here, so I can actually I don't have my mouse working properly today. Right click, clear frames. Oh, sorry. Right clicks, convert. Clear frames. Yes. So it's coming on frame number 28. Make a new layer over here. Then we need to plan the main animation where the bird is actually coming and landing, right? So what we will do is we will follow the technique which is pose to pose first, right? So if you remember again, we had different animation techniques to do. We have learned it in principles of animation. So the bird is here. Try to understand this very properly. So the bird is sitting here. Now what will happen is I want the bird to come in, right? And I want the bird to come in and sit over here, right? So first I'll do this. Got it. So actually the bird is coming in, all right? Then landing over here, then looking here and there in its position, then take off the flight, fly up, right? And disappear. Then I will see it far away into the scene. This is my whole plan. Again, if you can't see this color, I'll just select a color. Okay. Sorry. So again, what I want is, I want the bird to land, come in, land over here. It is sitting over here, looking here and there. Okay. Then I want the bird to fly off away from the scene, and then it appears far away and merges with the background. This is my whole plan. Got it? So for that, we need to first find out the key frames, the main frames of the main movement. Like for example, the way the time when it is landing, the time when it is flying off. Okay, all those main frames we need to first draw. Then we will draw inside each main frame or inside the keyframes and make the in-between. So if you remember, we have done it in pose to pose. Okay, first we will make the main poses. Okay, the main keyframes, right? Then based on these two keyframes, we will draw the in-betweens. These are called in-betweens. Okay, why we are doing is this: if I'm just drawing 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, I might find some problems over here, right? So when I'm going to this fifth frame, there might be some problem, then I can't need to come back and change all these 4 frames. So it's better to draw the 1, the 5th, the 7th, 9th, like this, for example. Okay, now if I'm sure about all these 4 frames, then I can come back and draw the 3rd frame over here. Okay, then if I'm sure about the 3rd frame, then I can draw the 2nd frame. So this will be less amount of work and easier way to do. Got it? So this is called pose to pose. All right. So we are going to do this now. And before drawing all the final drawings of the birds in each frame, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just finalize their poses just by outline drawings. Then when we are coming back in each frame, we can do the outline, we can make the drawing final. All right. So let's start doing it. Okay, so now that we have our bird here, we will make a new layer and this will work as a guide. Okay. So as I said, we need to fix the movement first, the keyframes first, right? So what I want is the bird to fly just making a rough sketch now. Okay, because I'm going to finalize all these drawings later. Okay. So my bird will enter from this side and it will come and sit over here. So I need to move this frame. Okay. And I need to now make the in-between. So okay, I will move this one over here. So I already have this layer of the bird over here. So F7, and I'm working in twos again. Okay, leaving one frame. So let's see, the next will be the bird landing. Still, the wings will be up. Okay. Now, while doing these drawings, it's not just copying my drawing. Okay. When you are doing this drawing, try to imagine how a bird will land. Okay. So okay, when it is landing, let's give it a squash, isn't it? Remember the ball animation. Yeah, I guess this is fine. And let's give this one an angle. Little bit of bigger size. So a little bit of stretch. Okay, so it will be okay. Now I need to make another frame over here. Move these two frames a little bit further. F7. Make sure your onion skin is on so that you can see this bird which is sitting. This is going to be my end frame, right? The bird is coming and sitting over here. So this is going to be my end frame. So make sure that you always have the reference of this frame. Right now, let's make, after this bird landing, it will readjust itself, right? It will come back. Beak will be down. Okay, follow through. That is why I have always told you to keep the principles of animation in your mind, because then you will understand this movement very well. Okay. The wings will be towards the front. Again, one frame. And it will readjust. I have made this beak a little bit bigger for the squash stretch. almost settled, not that much. Okay, so I can see the movement a little bit and it needs to come up. This one needs to go down. It's like the movement is coming, sitting over here, going down. Let's push it down. Okay. Then it's coming up. I didn't draw the legs over here. Okay. And settling down. I think I need one more frame over here. So insert. Push it down. Yes. So actually this last frame over here, then so I need one more frame over here. And if this onion skin is too much distracting, just reduce it so that only the last frame is visible. Okay, this is the last frame. And this is the other side frame, right? Try to understand this. This one is the last frame and this is the other side frame. So I want to include one frame over here, which will be this is the last frame and the other frame over here. Need to make an in between. Just a settling frame. So don't feel afraid to make adjustments whenever required. Just make sure the movements are like natural. I don't need this phone. So let's delete it. Okay. It's settled over here. Again, F7. So trying to original drawing as close as possible. It's just like a little bit attentive. Okay, so just stretch it a little bit. Maybe a little bit. Yeah. So attentive because I want it to move. Remember, these are very rough sketch. Okay, so later in each of these sketches, you need to finalize the bird drawing. But if you just do it each and every frame from the beginning, it will be like I'm going and changing and correcting. So this will be extra work. So always do this sketch. I mean, from frame we are doing this as frame by frame, right? Frame by frame. So for frame by frame, make sure you just outline all the movements first, then go and once you finalize the movement, go into each frames and do the finalized drawing. Okay, or else it will be just unnecessary works. This technique is in animation is called blocking. So blocking the final frames, right? Making all the corrections, all the movement corrections, everything final in this kind of rough outline drawing. Okay, so let's see. Yes, it's looking here and there. Just push it a bit, or actually, no, I want this one to come here. Why? Because this is sitting, okay? Sorry. All right, so this is coming and sitting. It's the original position. Give it a little bit time. Then it moves again. Okay. Then F7. Almost the same position of the body. The beak over here. And a little movement. F7. Same position. Beak over here. Okay. Then it flies off. So for flying off, I need to give it a squash. Okay, the whole body will come down. Give it a force. Wings full. tail will be give it more power by squashing it. And then stretching, squash and stretch, right? Let's move one frame. Oh no, yeah. So here I want a full stretch. Okay. After a few frames, I want it on the ear. So what I can do is I just can copy and paste in place. All right, so let me just move it where I want. I want it over here. So it will be on the same kind of a line. Okay, next, let's give it less frames because I want it to fly away fast. Just the tail is visible. Okay. Okay, now just after few frames, because it's out of the picture, then it is coming back. And F7, just as a dot, even the properly it's not visible. It's nearer. This one I need a little bit down. This one up. Okay. And smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay. So here the bird is coming, sitting, settling down, looking here and there, flying away and just disappearing. Yeah. Now I need to do this part. Between those two frames, I want another frame. So these two are keyframes. So here, sorry. just being more ready to sit. I want another frame over here. And one more. Yeah, so I guess this is fine. Let's say in the scene. Okay. So why this happened is here. There is no extra frame to show. So what I can do is I need to fetch all the keyframes. Okay, so let's see if it works right now. Okay, so let's go inside the bird layer. So let's delete this. Okay, now let's go back to the scene. Let's see what it shows. Pretty good, isn't it? So the bird is coming, sitting, looking here and there, flying off, right? So again, we can go into the bird layer. Yeah, so I think few adjustment of the timing is required. So looking here and there, I want a little bit more time. So I can push it. Okay. And after this one, need another frame to make it disappearing. So this is called frame by frame animation. All right. So what we did in the beginning is just to freeze the keyframes. Okay. The pose, the main poses, the key poses where the bird is flying, coming inside, sitting, going away. All right. Then we have went inside. So if you noticed, I did this alternative frames first. Then I wanted here like rapid movement. So every frame I worked. Here some rapid movements. Here I needed some gap, this timing. Okay, so this is how this is done. Okay, now what we can do is we can go in each of this frame and color it. For example, I'm not going to show you completely because this is going to take a whole lot of time. So for example, this frame, right? You remember the color of the bird? I think this one we selected. Okay, then we need to okay, just increase the brush. Right, then the dark layer. Bend selection, click it. Sorry, brush is too thick. Then the beak color. Change paint normal or just paint behind. Sorry, just paint normal. Okay, so for each of these layers, you need to go back and do this color. All right, so this is what you need to do after, but not, again, I repeat, guys, don't do this coloring in every stage from the beginning. That will be, because I'm sure that there will be problems. All right, because if I'm going to color each and every frame, so I'm now going to check whether all the frames are correct. All right, so here I feel that there is going to be some issues. For example, the wings will be a little up and the tail is also not right. So I think it's going to be, sorry, it's going to be a little down, just coming towards the down, right? Then I'll give it a little bit. Stretch. Huh? So that is the issue. If there is any changes required, okay, you can always do it in this stage, because if you're coloring, say for each color, you will take at least 2 minutes time to do it properly. So if there are a lot of problems, okay, it's going to be an unnecessary extra work, right? So always fix up the frames first. All right, then you take, and once the frames are all correct, then you take your time to color each and every frames, whatever you have drawn. All right, so take the reference and color each and every frame. See here, I want this one to have another frame. F7, because I want the tail to be a little bit more visible. Okay, so these all changes you can do after blocking, after this stage, after drawing all the outlines. All right, or else you might think that at the first time only I will color and finish it up, but there will be some problems, there will be some issues. Then it will be difficult for you to again correct it. Apart from this one, you can keep this one. You can leave to color on this layer. Rather, you can open another layer and do all the colorings based on this design, I mean, this outline drawing at the below layer. Okay, then this drawing, this colored layer will be a separate one, and this drawing layer will be a separate one. This also you can do, no issues. All right, so then one good thing about this is, if later you want to add any pose or to delete any pose, you always have this guide layer. So you can name this as your guide layer. All right, and you can have all the color layers, and this can be the color bird. Okay, so all the color birds will, the drawings can be in this layer, upper layer, and this basic drawing of the birds in its different poses can be at the lower layer. That will also help you. Okay, so follow this part, this layer, guide layer, very properly. Okay, again, try to understand the movement of the bird. The bird is coming, trying to settle down on the branch. Okay, then settling the body, then coming to a rest position, then getting a little bit, but because he wants to fly up, so he is looking here and there. Okay, Then he again takes a bit time, then flies off. Okay. Then he is going back, inside the scene and vanishing off. Got it? So try to follow each and every of this layer drawing properly. Then you will be able to understand the movement and you will be able to do it by your own. Okay, and understand the movement. That's the main thing. Animation is all about movement. Okay, understand the movement. You can see videos in internet. You might find some videos of birds moving or flying in slow motion. So try to see those videos. You will get an idea. Okay. So yeah, so I guess this animation is done because I'm not going to show you all the birds, each and every frame colored. That's going to take a lot of time unnecessarily. I don't want to do that. Okay, so you can do it yourself. And this tree, the other side tree. So let's see. Yes, the bird is coming, sitting, flying off, going into the scene. Nice, right? So, so the other side tree you can do. I want you guys to do it, okay? And complete this bird drawing. I mean, this bird, each and every frame coloring. Complete that one and finish this final animation. I will do it. I will do it now. Not on the, not on class. I will do it. I'll make the final animation and send you the video of the complete work. Okay, so you can refer to it. I'll do it in 2-3 days only. I'll record it without any sound because I'm going to do it very, very carefully. So I don't want to speak and distract you. Only the video of each and every frames, the bird coloring, and this tree also I will do. But I want you guys to do it yourself. Okay, I will send you the video of the final output. And after, again, don't forget to save. All right, save as, and so yes. And once you are done, you export it in a movie or in a video. Okay, so yes, so this animation is done. On the next week, that means the week from 21 to 25. All right, March 21. Please be attentive to this instruction. Okay, March 21 to 25, which is probably your 4th week, right? Week 4, I don't know. I guess so. Week 4 or 5, it will be. I don't know. All right. So this week, the next week, in this week, I will send no video for your class. Okay. No video for this week class. All right. Monitors, class monitors, please note this down. I don't want to send you a video of a new animation. Once I see all these this animation to be done by all the students. So on March 27, you will submit me your works. Okay, final output, final completed work. Okay, of this animation completely done. All right, so this will contain 10 marks and I will give you the marks for this one. So this is your first assignment. Okay, don't send me any file in between, only on March 27. So you have this week to work. All right, so the tree animation, the bird animation, any changes in the background to make it finalized, If you want to redo everything, you can redo everything. Whatever you want, you make it done, and I will give you those this week's class, as you know, the complete 4 hour, 3.5 hours. You just finalize it, you just make it work. And so this complete work, including the other tree, keep that in your mind. Don't show me with only one tree. This tree should be also drawn. Refer to the sketch. This tree needs also to be completed. Okay, so the tree, this tree movement, the 2 trees, then the bird, I have shown you how to do it. So all the frames you need to color it properly, make the animation final. It's not much work. It's not much work. Okay, but I want you to give 1 week time to complete it. So once we have completed it, we will start with the next animation. All right, a new work. Okay, so next week there will be no videos. I want you guys to complete the animation, send the files to me on March 27. Class monitors only sent me through WeTransfer. Okay, because QQ and all those things don't work. WeTransfer to my WeTransfer link, okay, to my mail, which is ANU.BASAK@vit.ac.in. Okay, so keep in your mind this one, all the files on March 27th. If everyone have done before that, send me before that, no issues. But only through WeTransfer link and to this and .fla files. All right, not movie files, .fla files, because I want to open all your files to in Animate, and I want to see what works you have done inside. Okay, so just go here, file, save as, all right, .fla, animate document. I want this format only, all right, .fla. Okay, so this one, keep in your mind, and we will see. I'll send you the video on 28th. So next week, just complete your works. If there is any doubt, just let me know. I will explain. Okay, just see this video. This is a long video, I guess. Just see this video. If there is any doubt, try to do the work. If there is any doubt, you just tell me. I will send you a video which will, which will answer your questions. Okay. All right, guys, I'm stopping this recording now. See you guys. Please do the work carefully, and I hope you can complete it, everyone, in time. All right. Okay. Bye.